Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, my name is Claire. In this video I'm going to be talking about my recent microblading experience, and it's the second time I've ever had my eyebrows microbladed. Initially, a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago-ish, I had them microbladed for the first time, and even though I thought I knew what I wanted, in hindsight, I didn't. I did lots of research about what I wanted them to look like, the shape and everything, but as far as the shading and the colour and everything, nah. I wish I'd looked into it a little bit more. I decided to have combination brows, and they were quite bold, quite dark. My eyebrows are naturally dark, but they're very, very sparse. Naturally, it doesn't look like I've got a big bushy eyebrow because they're very, very thin. The tails of them are non-existent. I've literally just got a few little hairs on the tails, but the rest, the hair is a medium brown but very sparse. So with these blocky eyebrows, I look completely different. When I had my hair up in a big bun and loads of makeup on, I thought it looked okay, and looking back at photos and things, yeah, it looked okay. But I was going about my day, you know, day to day, not wearing as much heavy makeup or wearing no makeup at all. It just looked really, really harsh. It was the first thing you saw of my face. It's not what I wanted. So last year I decided enough is enough. They were fading to a grey colour. I didn't like it, so I decided to go for laser. I have done a separate video, which I'll pop down below in my description, going through my laser process to have the old microblading removed. I just had 2 sessions and that was it. They managed to do an amazing job. I was left with a little bit, but it's more like a shadow, like a little shadow there, so it wasn't really that noticeable. I stayed like that for about 7 months or so, and then I had my eyebrows redone. I did a ton of research this time. I knew specifically what I wanted. I wanted something quite natural. I wanted quite a fluffy brow look. I wanted something that I was able to look normal without makeup on, but then I was able to use eyebrow products just to like thicken up the outer corner, add a few extra strokes in, apply a little bit of makeup to my brows. But yeah, I wanted it to be a lot more natural. And I found Caroline at Salon 17 in Cardiff, and wow, her work. Oh my god, everyone I showed, they're like, oh, she's amazing, she's amazing. She's got an Instagram account, which I'll pop down below as well. She has people from out of the UK getting in touch with her and have their brows done with her. She is so, so good. She does microblading, which these are, and she also does hair strokes. It all depends on your type of skin and your age, etc. But I thought I wanted hair strokes, thinking I'll get the nice fine fluffy brows, but actually because my skin is quite oily, then she recommended microblading, and it looks the same. In my head I was thinking microblading, thick, bold brows like what I had last time, and hair strokes, the natural look what I want. But no, she can make them bold or she can make them as natural as possible. So yeah, so I went for microblading. I went for 2 sessions. I think it was about 4 weeks in between. I think it cost me £375, so I put down a £75 deposit. If I've made a mistake, I'll pop it up on the screen. And then on my first session I paid £300, and then I went back 4 weeks later for a top up to see how it was all healed and everything, and if I needed extra strokes, which I did, then that was free. Both times she gave me a card with what to expect, what to do about the healing process. I love this. This is great. It tells you exactly what to expect. So day 1, ooh, I love my new brows. Day 2 to 5, they look too dark and thick, which they do. They really darken up, so you might think, oh my god, what have I done? But no, it's normal. And then day 5 to 10, they're the wrong shape and are flaking off. Day 10 to 15, my brows are gone. They disappear. My middles were disappearing more than anywhere else. Day 15 to 30, phew, they're back, just a little patchy. And then touch-up day, they're perfect. I love that. I love that. So it reassures you that what you're experiencing is normal. And then on the back then, it's lots of information about the aftercare, like day of your procedure, to wet your brows with like a damp cotton pad and nothing else. No creams, lotions or anything. And then from day 3 to 7, she gave me a little pot, and it had like, it's like a balm, like a Vaseline type balm. So I'd wipe my eyebrows morning and night, and then I'd apply the balm morning and night as well. And day 8 to 13, you've got to leave them. Don't wash them, don't apply the balm, nothing. You've just got to leave them. It's called dry healing. In day 14, you're back to normal. You can wash your face as normal and apply makeup on them if you want to. Yeah, so the first 14 days, when I was obviously still filming for YouTube, I was doing makeup around them. I know you wouldn't have cared if I was makeup free or not, but yeah, it's just me. It's just me. I love my makeup. I film little clips on my phone and I'll insert them now. Hi there, I've just pulled in Port Talbot. I'm about half an hour or so away from Cardiff and an hour away from my appointment. I bought Emla numbing cream beforehand. She doesn't apply it in the salon because it can take up to an hour for your brows to numb before the procedure, so obviously it's time consuming. So yeah, so I've pulled in, I've applied a load. You can see there's a load of cream, and I've put cling film over the top of it because it's supposed to be covered and that's how it activates and works. I'm really excited, really excited to have new eyebrows, and eyebrows what I really wanted in the first place a couple of years ago, but I didn't really know how to ask for what I wanted. But over the last couple of years, trends have changed, and yeah, we're seeing more natural looking brows as opposed to the thick block brows which I initially had. I'm not going to film in there because I just find it embarrassing. I don't want to even ask, put her on the spot or anything. She might be like, yeah, why not? But yeah, I'm not going to do that. I will update you as soon as I've had it done. Okay, I've just had them done and I've stopped off in services to grab myself a coffee. I've been caffeine free for the last 24 hours, so I wanted to get a coffee. My brows, look at them. So they are a little bit darker than what they will look like eventually. They're a little bit harsh as well, even though saying that, I think they're fab. I think they're really great. Look up close. All my makeup's coming off. But yeah, they look really good. I ended up going for microblading in the end, as opposed to machine brows, because microblading you can get more definition, more defined strokes, if you know what I mean, and I wanted a really fluffy front there. I'm looking at the middle, so if I'm not looking at you, apologies. But it is so cool. I just absolutely love them. She was really sweet. She thought I was a lot younger than what I am. Right, I'm sure she says that to everyone. I'm going to have my coffee now and drive back to Pembrokeshire. And I'll keep you updated with the healing process over the next couple of days and weeks. This is day 2, and as you can tell, they have gone really dark and they look bigger. The information leaflet that Caroline gave me yesterday states this anyway. So for the next couple of days, they will look really dark and they will look as if they've expanded a little bit. What I didn't realise is that I'm due to dye my hair and I can't for the next 2 weeks. So, shocking colour coming through there. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. Maybe like get a root touch-up spray or something. So all I got my eyes is eyeliner. Nothing on my eyes there. I just put a little bit of foundation, but I should have left it. They are sore. Can you see? Really looking forward to seeing how they settle down in the next week or two. They just look like I've drawn on brows in a black pen. They're really dark today. They look more dark in real life than on camera here. But yeah, I found last night a bit of a nightmare to sleep actually. I was so paranoid about sleeping on them, which is something I wasn't aware of last time I had my brows microbladed. I've got to try and sleep on my back, and if not, I've got to get like a wedge or something so that my eyebrows aren't touching. I'm a side sleeper. So I got to find something to stop my eyebrows from touching the pillow, because you don't want your brows rubbing, especially in a couple of days time when they start flaking, because it's not like a tattoo like what I've got here where it's deep in the skin. The ink is just underneath the skin, so you don't want the ink coming off and then you're left with patches. So the next 2 weeks I've got to be really careful. I'll catch up with you in a few days time. It's day 3 and my routine has changed up a bit. I don't think I showed you the card that I was given. This is so good. Hopefully you'll be able to see there. I'm not sure. So it gives you an idea of what to expect. It's day 3 and I've got some little gel to put on it. Some ointment. I love this part because I remember from last time they started getting quite itchy because they're starting to dry and flake from now onwards, although I can't feel anything yet. but that balm is just amazing. But yeah, oh, excuse me looking like this. Oh, what's and all? But yeah, my hair is desperate in need of a wash. But I haven't got a bath, so I'm gonna have to try and attempt to wash my hair today, as it's been a couple of days since I last washed it. Yeah, in the shower somehow, because I'm not allowed to get any water on my brows. I've got a walking pad as well, which I've been doing 10,000 steps on a day, but it does make me sweat a little bit, so I'm not allowed to sweat either, so I'm just gonna do half, 2 times a day. Let's see how that goes. I've got my cotton bud ready to put the cream on, so it's still a bit red in the corners there, but yeah, they feel a lot better. I'm surprised at the lack of pain these have caused me compared to the other ones I had a couple of years ago. I remember coming home, absolutely banging headache. Oh my gosh, they felt so sore, and I've got a horrific picture of me where I've got a sleep mask on because I love the pressure of it on my forehead. This time around, no. They do look dark and they do look thicker than what they did when they were first done, but I just know that once they settle down, I'm going to love them. Considering I've got hardly any brows, I've just got a little bit in the middle there. Just a little bit, nothing on the outer sides. So what you're seeing is all fake. It's now day 14, and from tomorrow onwards, I can put makeup around my eyebrows, I can wash my face properly. I've just got to be careful with acids and retinol and things like that. They started getting a bit patchy towards the start of the week, midweek, just a few days ago actually. I was expecting it to happen earlier, but it didn't. They're still flaking a little bit. I've just given them a first wash, and I'm going to put a load of moisturiser on them, and I've got to leave them alone for today, and then as I said, tomorrow onwards, just be normal. I can go in a sauna. Not that I go in saunas often. I can sweat. All those things I haven't been able to do for the last 2 weeks. So you can see that they are faded a little bit. You can see more so there at the tops there, and you can see my eyebrows coming through. Gosh, they're quite long, aren't they? A little bit of flakiness going on, but the colour has died down, which I really like, because I was concerned they were a bit too dark, because obviously I've got bright ginger hair. I didn't want them to be too dark. You can see there. I'm really happy with them. From here, they just look like natural eyebrows. Yeah, I can't wait to be able to put makeup on them, thicken up the outer corners when only when I wear lots of makeup, but day to day, you know, this is what I wanted. I wanted to have natural looking brows. I got a little red piece there, and that was done last year. Was it September or June? I can't remember now. When I had my eyebrows lasered, it left a bit of a scar there. So it seems to have gone a bit more red since I've had the microblading. Hopefully that will die down. Well, it will do. If it's a scar, the redness is not going to stay forever. I'm going to go back in a few weeks for my top up, if I need a top up, that is. There might be some areas that need topping up. I can't see at the moment, but you don't know, do you? It's been about a month now since I've had my top up. I've absolutely loved what Caroline has done to my brows. She sends a load of information to you on how to prepare and what cream to buy, where to get it and everything. So you're fully prepared before you go and see her. So I stopped off in Port Talbot, which is about an hour away from Cardiff, in a car park to apply the numbing cream. And yeah, by the time I got to her, it was numb. I couldn't feel anything. So that meant she was able to, you know, start pretty soon. I love the fact that my eyebrows were already numbed before I went there, because the first time I had it done, I wasn't. I had the cream applied to me, and then we were going through the forms consultation and mapping it out while my eyebrows were numbing. And then she started, I could feel it. I wouldn't say it's horrific pain. When she finished with one brow, then she'd top up with the numbing cream before she went on the other. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, but this time with Caroline, 100% better, much more relaxed, just easy going and quick as well, really, really quick. So she says I could go back for a top up anytime, but usually wait at least 18 months to 2 years. I think that's what she said anyway. I'm sure it's like 18 months to 2 years, and I might need a little top up, but I might not. It could be years and years before I do. Because of the way she's done them, there's no blockiness. I think they're going to fade really, really nicely. And I would 100% recommend, if you're looking for someone to do amazing, realistic microbladed or hair stroke brows, go to Caroline at Salon 17 in Cardiff, if you can, that is. One of the best brow artists I think I've ever seen. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. I found it informative, and yeah, I'd love to hear your microblading stories as well. So yeah, so please comment down below. But thanks again, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.